Good everyone, thanks for joining me in this video. This is late evening of the 27th day of May, being Tuesday, 2025. Tomorrow being 28th, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu, will be in court to continue the trial between him and the federal government of Nigeria. In the previous court proceedings, where they stopped, remember that the defending team, that is the counsel, Nnamdi Kanu, they were asking the Department of State Service witness question like, how did you people kidnap Nnamdi Kanu and brought him to court? And the DSS witness, you remember what he said, that he don't know how Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped and brought into Nigeria. So I think these are the parts that they will start, the cross-examination tomorrow. Like I always said, I am not a lawyer, I am not a judge, and I did not attend any legal school in Nigeria. When I mean legal school, I'm talking about law school, okay? I did not attend any law school in Nigeria. But if I were to be a lawyer, I think this is where this case will also have a problem. By the virtue of the declaration of the Supreme Court that Nnamdi Kanu's disappearance when the Python dance happened in his house where people were killed, by that declaration, it means that Nnamdi Kanu did not jump bail, according to the Supreme Court, that he escaped for his life. And if he escaped, how he returned matters a lot. That is very important. And I know that this will be a bone of contention tomorrow. It is going to be expect a radical court section tomorrow. Expect, controversy in a court session tomorrow, because I don't think that the legal team of Nnamdi Kanu will just allow the case to die like that, because this is what I have been waiting to hear. This is what I've been waiting to see. Who kidnapped this man and brought him to Nigeria? If there is no court declaration about how he left Nigeria, I think we could say, okay, let's forget about that. But if the Supreme Court has declared that this man did not jump bail, he ran away, for his life. The Python now was declared as illegal, invading his house when he's enjoying his bail, preparing to go to court the following day. And the federal government fully knowing well that when he gets to court, there are possibility that Nnamdi Kanu will be free. That is what they told them. Because of that, they now went to his house to assassinate him, and he fled. So that is apart. About 4 days ago, there is something that happened. People that normally, take time to watch what is going on, they will understand what I'm saying. Among these news medias, I'm talking about Premium Times, Sarah Reporters, the Vanguard, the Channels Television, the Guardian. All of them reported this thing just in one day. There is something they reported. And what could that be? They were reporting about the sit at home, how many billions of naira they lost in the southeast, or whether it's trillion, I don't know, because of the sit at home. And I see that these people reported this thing, unanimously. So I am trying to know, where do they get the fact? Where do they get the figure? I say, okay, maybe this one did not matter. Where they get the figure, it's not important. But for them to report this thing just in one day, it means that someone must have pushed the narrative to them, and someone must have paid them that, oh, you people need to do this. You people need to report about this, because we are looking for, things that we are going to use in the court and so on and so forth. But it's not important. Sit at home is a civil disobedience. If someone decides to sit in his home as a civil disobedience, I do not see any crime about that. I do not see any crime. That if someone sits at home, meaning the person has committed a crime, it's not a crime. So if someone wants to sit at home forever, let them sit at home forever. And people don't still understand what is going on about this Nnamdi Kanu case. Why? Because it doesn't affect them. They are just hearing it. They have never experienced what they are talking about. They have never experienced what Nnamdi Kanu normally talks about. So if you have not experienced such a thing, it will be very difficult for you just to understand the process and also feel what these people are feeling. So I do not blame anyone who sits at home. Yeah, sitting at home is not a crime. Sitting at home will not make people to commit crime. So if there is anybody that commit crime of sit at home, they should go after the person. And we have a lot of stories where police were, pushing people to sit at home. If they see you on the road, they will ask you, don't you know that today is sit at home? Well, come on. So This issue is one of the most complicated issues I've ever seen in my life. This issue of Nnamdi Kanu and the court case is one of the most controversial. But let's see how it goes.
Self-defense is a constitutional right. Self-determination is not a crime, but a right under the laws of the Federal Republic of Nigeria and customary international law. Therefore, I make no apologies for pursuing Biafra relentlessly and determinedly. It can never stop. Those who underestimate our resolve do so at their own peril. As I've said before, we are not alive, we are dead already. When you see men, you will understand how determined we are. But there is one thing we have resolved to do. From today onwards, the death of every Biafran will be avenged. If you kill a Biafran, you will be killed. No matter who you are, we will keep pursuing you until you die. You have no peace and you have no rest. I'm saying it on video that the whole world may understand. In 1966, the world kept quiet as Biafrans were slaughtered in their numbers, 300,000 in the north. 67 to 70, over 3.5 million people were killed. Nobody stood trial for it. Rwanda lost less than 100,000 people. ICC and international courts were convened to try those who were responsible, or should I say, those who were culpable. The same thing in Liberia. But because you killed us between 66 and 1970 and nothing happened, and from 1945 to 1966 and nothing happened, that was the reason, or should I say, that is the reason why the Fulanis will keep coming to kill us on a daily basis. Right now, from this day onwards, if you kill us, we are going to kill you. The men are ready. They have come to defend Biafra land, not to separate from Nigeria, no. We are going to accomplish that via a referendum. But if you come to our villages now to rape our mothers or abduct our sisters, you will die in the process. Any governor found aiding any of these people or giving our land to Fulani Janjaweed will be in trouble with us. Let me make one thing abundantly clear to all of you listening. We have resolved to die for what we believe in. And our belief is simple, very, very simple, that we are going to defend the land of Biafra with all our might. Not in pursuit of secession, as the idiots would say, but in pursuit of the defense of our land so that our mothers can go to the farm without the risk of being raped and torn to pieces. Some of you saw what happened at Uli. How a very beautiful young Biafran lady went to the farm and never came back. She was not only raped, her body was mutilated, cut into pieces and strewn all across her farmland. None of you did anything. Anambra State governor did nothing. Instead, he went along to appoint the same people that committed such heinous crime against the land itself into his cabinet. These are the idiots we are having to contend with in the land of Biafra. And we are saying enough is enough. If you're part of this very conspiracy to emasculate the children of God, to destroy Biafra land, then you are grossly mistaken. I know that the Fulani Janjaweed are not highly educated, they are not polished, they are not discerning, they cannot reason very well. Let me make this very, very clear. The Eastern Security Network is what it is. An organized vigilante outfit, rather than restricting the activities of the defense of our land to maybe Enugu State or Delta State or even Bayelsa State, for instance. We have resolved to defend the entirety of Biafran territory. Allow me to repeat, because some of you are not educated enough to understand what we are saying. I am addressing this to the Fulani Janjaweed. Allow me to repeat. The Eastern Security Network is there to safeguard our land, to stop Fulani terrorists from Mali, from Gambia, from coming into our land to kill us. Our mothers must return to their farms, and our daughters must be able to move about very, very freely. The only way out of the mess people are in Nigeria is that people should stop talking and doing the work necessary to free everybody from this Fulani-inspired bondage. Today, people died, or should I say a lawmaker was killed in Yoruba land. This same day, today, in Benue State, 4 people were killed. Even in Katsina, young boys were abducted, and girls, as a matter of fact, from the dormitories. That is the level of insecurity in Nigeria, and people are dying on a daily basis. Are you going to sit down, just lament, talk about it, and nothing happens? Or are you going to join us to ensure that this reign of Fulani terrorism and insecurity is brought to an end? That is what we are for. That is why this very security outfit has been set up. And that is the work they are going to do. And nobody, and I repeat, nobody is going to stop us. Extrajudicial killings will no longer be tolerated.